Hello, my name is Aditya Belgaonkar. As highlighted in the first video, this video will explain how to create basic web mapping application. The first part, that is web scraping using Python, is completed in the first video. So now we will see how to create the basic web mapping application. So this is the architecture of our web mapping application. The architecture we followed is three-tier architecture: data tier, server tier, and client tier. The database we used is PostgreSQL with special extension PostGIS. The data is imported from QGIS to Postgres. For the server tier, the GeoServer is utilized as GIS server, which is mounted on the application server Apache Tomcat. And the client layer consists of three major tools: OpenLayers, GeoEXT, and EXTJS. These tools are used to create the front end of the web mapping application. The web page is developed using HTML and JavaScript. So this is the basic information about each tool, which is fetched from their official websites. So the same table has been explained in the report. So now we will see how to create the web mapping application using this architecture. So first, in QGIS, this is the data that we have fetched from the web scraping using the Python. So this is the Auckland volcanic fields. Now, according to the architecture, we want to pull this data in the PostGIS. So in the PostGIS, under the HDB course, we can check there are tables are available. We will try to pull the data, that is Auckland volcanic fields, in this data table. So to import the data in the Postgres, go to the QGIS, click on database, data manager, and select the PostGIS and click on import under the HDB course. So after clicking on import, provide the details, that is which table we want to import, and click on OK. Provide your credentials. We can see that import is successful. So we will check the tables in the Postgres. Go to tables and refresh. So we can see our data has been imported successfully. Now, according to the architecture, we have set up the data tier. We have pulled the data from the QGIS to the Postgres. Now we will try to fetch the data from GeoServer. For that, log into the GeoServer, and to fetch the data, click on Workspace. Create Add New Workspace. Provide a unique name. Provide any link which is not on the web, and click on Submit. Now click on Stores. Now to pull the data from the Postgres, select the PostGIS under the Stores. Give the name of our workspace that we have created. Give the data source name. provide the credential of the Postgres and the database details. And click on save. So we can see the data from Postgres has been fetched successfully. Now we will try to publish this layer. After publishing this layer, we can use it for our web mapping application. For publishing the layer, we have to provide this SRS ID and the bound boxes. Also, we can preview our published layer. So just click on open layers. And we can view how it looks. Now, according to our architecture, we have set up the server tier. So we have pulled the data from QGIS to Postgres and from Postgres to GeoServer. Now we have to fetch the data from the GeoEXT and EXT to create the web mapping application. To create the web mapping application, make sure that your GeoServer is under the Tomcat Web Apps folder. Also, create one more folder. Here I have created the folder named test, in which library folder is created, in which I have moved all three tools, that is OpenLayers, GeoEXT and EXTJS. Under the test folder, we have to create three main files. First is HTML file and two more are JavaScript file. One is Auckland map panel and one is loader. So these three files are important to make the web mapping application, which I have already created. So first we will see the main HTML file. Just right click and click on edit with notepad. So the first line is nothing but our title, that is web mapping for Auckland volcanic fields. The second two lines are the libraries of the ext.js. Third line is for styling, that is example.css. The fourth line is for to fetch the openlayers.js. Now here the two files that I have mentioned is called, one is loader.js and second one is Auckland map panel. So first we will see Auckland map panel file. So again go to the folder and right click, edit with notepad. So in Auckland map panel, first we have declared all the extensions. Below that we have provided the name and the layout, and below that we can see we have accessed the open layers here, and below that we have accessed the volcanic fields that we have published on the GeoServer. So through this we are accessing the GeoServer data. So likewise we can add many layers below this. Using the dot add layers, we have added both the layers. Below that we can see the pan map is created and tree is created, which will display the layers and the tree map through which user can add or remove the layers, and the viewport in which all the items is added, that is name, tree and map panel. Now we will again go to the main HTML. So we have seen the map panel. Now we will see the loader. So to open the loader, again go to the test folder, right click on the loader and edit with Notepad. So as we can see, loader.js is just enabling the GeoEXT services. So we will save the main file and we'll try to open our web map application. So just double click on the HTML page. So you can see there are two layers available. One is Auckland volcanic fields and second is OpenStreetMaps. So we can on or off any of the layer and we can zoom in or zoom out. Thank you for watching.